Hi, I'm Giella from Giella Custom Blend Cosmetics, and this is a how-to segment on to look your best for your Zoom room. I'm sure you know all about Zoom, and Zoom has become our new normal. So it's really important for you to look your best. You're in front of so many people, usually in a professional environment, so it's important to dress up, accessorize, do your hair, and especially your makeup. So I'm going to show you some makeup tips that you can use on your Zoom room. Okay, first we're going to start with prepping your skin. I hope all of you are taking good care of your skin during this time. I'm going to start with a little bit of moisture. Make sure you hydrate both day and night. This is a little bit of a cocktail of oil, which is a lightweight moisturizer, just to hydrate the skin. And this is important when you're wearing foundation. It acts almost as if it's a primer. So it's going to hold the foundation and look a lot better. It won't look so drying on your skin. I'm very dry, so I like to use the oils, but you could also use a lighter weight moisturizer such as our Ginseng Plus C serum, and that's wonderful. So consider your moisturizer a primer for your skin. These come with SPF or without. Then you're going to use foundation. We have many different types of foundation. We have liquid, cream, and powder. I'm going to suggest using a cream or a liquid for your Zoom meetings, because this is just going to brighten your skin, take away the darkness. I'm not sure if everyone's having their full 8 to 10 hours of sleep, so this is important to take away the darkness and just brighten the skin. I'm going to use 2 fingers, your ring finger and the middle finger, and you're just going to press it around your eyes in the center of your face, just to bring this brightness here. Okay, very easy to use. And a lot of people say, well, I don't use foundation, I'm not going anywhere. But foundation is a skincare benefit, and especially at Giella, we add moisturizer, we add SPF, we add pore minimizer, we add oil control, we add anti-aging such as hyaluronic. It's a magnet for hydration. So it's important. Consider our foundations a skincare. So definitely apply this every day. You know, when you're going out for a walk, walking the dog, you're going to have that SPF benefit. So this is a must, and it really just brightens your skin. Okay, so I have this over the entire skin. This is a CR2 cream foundation. Next, I'm going to use a primer for the eyes, and this is called Magnetic Eye. And you could use this with a brush or a finger, like your ring finger has the least amount of pressure. And you're going to put this over the entire eye, even like on the inside here. This is an area where you always have darkness or veins, and if you don't use a primer with eyeshadow, it will just go away, just like in an hour, because it's just an oily piece of skin. So this really is a must. This will save your time, will save your product, it will just hold it. So it's going to go over the entire eye, okay? And then you're going to put a base eyeshadow over this. Okay, so Magnetic Eye is a primer. And then any kind of like a pale pink or a pale beige, you're going to use that over the Magnetic Eye. And I'm using the number 6 brush, which you could use on the flat side, and then you could also use it on the tip. So just put this on the whole part of wherever you put Magnetic Eye, the whole eye. This is just like a flat French pink. You don't want to use anything too shimmery and glittery, because again, on camera it will look even more emphasized. So you want to go for more matte if you can in the eye and face area. Next, I'm going to turn the brush to the tip, and then I'm going to use Toasted, and this is going to be right on the ball of my eye. I just want you to notice there are different types. There's not one way to apply eyeshadow, but my eye happens to be hooded, where there's more skin from the crease of my eye up to my eyebrow versus the crease to my eyelid. So there's more space here, and this is usually puffier. So light will make things come forward, brighten, enhance, and dark will push back. So I want to push back this flesh, and especially with age, it gets fleshier. So you're going to put this on the ball of your eye. Just think of it like a little bit of a windshield wiper motion, back, forth, so you're not going to do like big strokes. Just stick it on the ball of your eye, you can feel it, and back, forth. So this is just going to lightly push back the darkness and make my eyelid look bigger, and then my eyes a little bit brighter because that fleshiness will be pushed back. Okay. Now for brows. We have brow tints, which are super easy to use. And then we have the brow pomades, which are cream to powder. And those come in blonde, redhead, platinum for, you know, the gray hair, brunette, and ash. So a beginner way is to use the brow tints because they're super easy. You just coat them in your brow, and you could just go backwards in the line here, and then just take a brush and blend them. It doesn't give you as much definition as the pencil or the pomade, but it's a great beginner way to accentuate your brows naturally. I prefer a little bit more definition, so I'm going to use the brow pomade in blonde. And this is where your brow should start. If you hold the brush to the side of your nose, and then on an angle, this is where it should end. Right where your iris ends, just go straight up, and this should be your arch. So you want to connect these 3 dots from where it should start to the arch and to down at the end. Okay, so I'm going to take the brush with a brush number 8, and I'm going to go from the beginning and just keep going until I get to the arch. And then I'm going to do that on top. And then down. Okay, and then we're going to do it on the other side. You could also stick this in your hair as well. Go up, connect this line to this line, and on top, the same. Then once you get to the arch, just go down. Okay. Next we have eyeliner. And I'm going to use a teal. And I'm going to use this on the inside of my eye. You could also use it on the top of your eye as well, on the lash line. Or you can use it on the inside waterline. It really just depends on your eye shape. If you have a bigger eye, you can do anything. If your eyes are on the smaller side, I would leave the bottom alone and just accentuate on the top line like this way here. I'm just going to use this on the inside of my waterline. The chubbier pencils are all custom blend. They feel great on the skin. They don't pull the eye, and they really just pop the color. I would say teal and sage, which is a gray-green. Those are really good neutrals that are a little bit different than the typical black and brown. I would avoid using, brown around your eyes. Sometimes it can make you look more tired or washed out, and more emphasis to the veins in the eyes. So use something with a little bit more gray in it. You could also use it on the top waterline here. You just lift the skin, lift your head back, and just put it on the inside of the eye. It's actually very easy because these pencils are so creamy and soft without running, so it makes, there's a lot of payout, so they're really very easy to use. You could use a lightning pencil called Lively. It's a flesh color, and you can use this on the inside corners of your eyes, and this will just take away the darkness and just blend it with your fingers. And you could also put it up here as a highlighter if you prefer. And this is a matte color, so you want to avoid anything that's too shimmery or glittery on your face when you're doing videoing. You want to stick with the more matte. And I'm also going to finish with my foundation that I had put on before with using a mineral powder. And I'm just going to take that with a brush, and I'm just going to use that on the middle part of my skin. Because I am dry, so I don't want to look too dry, but I do want to take away the shine. Because again, you don't want the shine on the face when you're filming. Our products have been used for 20 years by so many celebrity makeup artists. They've been tested on so many actors, actresses, and stage and theater. And everything looks so good on camera. There's no flash. They're pure mineral ingredients. They're pure pigments. We don't dilute anything. So, we have been had such great success with having the camera ready products. And even because we custom blend, we can really tailor it to you. So I'm going to use a custom blend blush in Billboard, and I'm going to put this on my cheeks. Just smile and put them on the apples. And then I'm going to top it off with mascara. And if you haven't seen my tip already, you're going to tilt your head all the way back, and you're going to take your index finger and roll it down. Okay, so you're going to flip it underneath your lash line, and you're going to roll and roll and roll. I mean, you could do this for about 50 times, and you'll see you'll get a huge volumizing effect by rolling it underneath the lash line. It feels a little weird, like you're blinking into it, but what you're doing is you're roughing up the lash, and you are creating double the volume. You're going to do that on both sides. It's important when you're doing your Zoom calls too, just to make sure that you have the eye contact with whoever you are speaking to, so that they can really focus in on you. And then we're going to put this below. And this you could just do the regular way. You're just going to put it on the tip of the brush and brush it back and forth. Okay. Maybe a tad more blush, just to give you some color. And now for lips, I'm going to use our cranberry lip pencil, and you can outline your lips, but you can also fill it in. These are also custom blend. They feel great on the lip. It's like a moisturizing matte lipstick. We don't test on animals. No nuts in our products. And this is just cranberries. This is a great matte color. You could also use our liquid lipsticks, which are not as drying as many on the market. This is in cranberry, and this you can put on the lip, and it's liquid and it dries to a matte finish. So the biggest things on Zoom would be your eyes, to take away the darkness with concealer, foundation, and then a color on your lip, and keep it away from being overly glitter and not so moisturizing. So hopefully I look a lot better to you with some makeup on, and I am available for one-on-one Zoom consultations. So just let me know, and we'll get through this.